Hello friends, and welcome to this edition of On the Farm, where we took the opportunity to visit Cades Bay and Potworks estates to get an inside look as to what is happening on those estates in preparation for Open Day 2020. When we come back, our feature. We begin with our visit to Cades Bay, where we spoke to Brian Swanston, who is responsible for the operations at Cades Bay. Brian, welcome to On the Farm. We continue to showcase what the Ministry and Department of Agriculture is setting up for Agriculture Open Day 2020. We are here at Cades Bay Estates, where you is responsible, you're the supervisor here. Tell us basically what happens here, what is grown here, and how the normal day-to-day operations go. But just give us a rundown of the operations here.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to the Cades Bay Estate, Brian Swanston. At this estate, we normally have mostly fruit trees that are used for schools and for people to come and do grafting and ear layering and so forth to get different fruit trees and so to feed the island and so forth. So normally we have right now we're preparing for open day. So right now we have some corn and melons growing right now, soon to be harvested. So that's what we have right now.
So corn and melon, they are part of what Cades Bay is showcasing for Open Day.
Yeah.
Outside of corn and melon, what do we normally have here? If a person wants to come here on a day-to-day basis, what would they see?
Yes, well, if a person wants to just drop in and take a tour or visit and eat some food, they could have carambola, they could have artnik, passion fruit, sugar apple, mango, avocado, wax apple, jujube, and I think that's about it, and a manti-port as well.
Now, in terms of how operations here go, a person can just drop in to visit, or do they have to call ahead? How does that work?
Well, if it's a single person, a couple of people just want to drop in and walk around and see what's up, they have no problem. But if it's a group, they'll have to go through the ministry and organize something and then come over. And they could come over and they could also buy stuff to sell.
Do we sell, I know you said we have quite a wide array of fruit trees here. Do we sell fruit trees?
Well, they do come over here to grab fruit trees to sell actually, and we'll have some for open day. So normally if you want to find them, they'll be at Prospect.
Do you have an idea of what type of fruit trees you're going to be selling for Open Day this year?
We should have, we should have star apple, we should have avocado, we should have citrus, limes, orange. We have strawberries as well. We have fig, cane fig, pomegranate, and stuff like those. They take passion fruit and manti-port. So, especially mangoes are people looking forward. The Emery Pally and the Julie mango, we'll have a few of those as well.
So that's quite a large amount of trees that would be on sale at Open Day 2020. I know you're in charge over here, but do you have an idea of how these trees are going to be sold? What's the price range?
I think they will be sold for between 15 to 45. I think that would be the price range. I'm not too sure because I don't work with propagation, so but I guess somewhere between that.
Well, normally relatively cheap prices for Ministry and Department's products, as we continue to ensure that our public can afford those. Tell us about the size of the cornfield we have. How much corn do you think you're going to get for Open Day? Because you know people are going to want to get some of these corns and get them early, and as well as we do some roast corns as well. So how much corn do you think we're getting?
Well, right now we planted up approximately just under a quarter acre of corn. So we should have maybe about close to maybe 2,000 pounds a corn for opening.
Melons. How much melons did we plant? That's another good seller.
Yes, we planted some melons there, just under an acre as well, and we should have about maybe close to maybe 10,000 pounds of melons.
Melons, corns, as well as fruit trees. They are available for Open Day 2020, and again the price range is exceptional. $15 to $45 for a tree, a fruit tree. You can't beat that. And corn, you know that those are going to be sold relatively cheaply, and of course you're going to be having some roast corn. I am sure you want to come and get some of those. Melons, we're going to have those as well. And if you so desire, when in season, drop by the Cades Bay Estate. Brian and his team here are willing to show you around, give you a taste of what is being grown here at Cades Bay. Carambola, or as we say, star apple, some people say five-finger fruit. One or two there, and he's saying soon to have pineapple. So work is being done at Cades Bay. Come see us Open Day. Get some of what is on offer relatively cheaply. Thanks, Brian, for that insight. We do hope that our patrons will remember that melons and corn will be available from government estates at Open Day 2020. Now we journeyed to Potworks, where we got a look at some wonderfully produced onions at that estate. Kyron Phillip took us through.
Agriculture, sustaining families, building economies.
This message has been brought to you by the Ministry of Agriculture in collaboration with the Ministry of Education.
The extension officer responsible for this particular estate, we're in Potworks, of course, our onion area. Kyron, tell us about onion production here at Potworks. What acreage of land have you planted in onion, and how have harvested going in terms of how much you have harvested?
Well, we are the Potworks estate. My name is Kyron Phillip. I'm the estate manager for the area. We've been planting onions for the Open Day. We planted 4 acres so far. We harvested 3 so far. The onions that we harvested were sold at the Boko Park at the farmers market. We have like 7,000 pounds to be sold at the Open Day. The variety is really variety. We started planting it in September. We planted also in November and in December, so they can come in unison for the next year.
Tell us how you harvest. What process is used to harvest the onion here?
Well, when the onions are ready to harvest, normally the neck breaks, meaning that they start to lean. We lay them flat in the beds and let them dry for like 3 days, and then we take them out the field to let them dry some more in our onion bins.
What name is given to that process where you remove the onions and let them?
It's called wind warring.
So they are drying by wind?
By wind, yes.
Tell us about the pricing of our onions.
Onions are going at $1 per pound.
And you are saying that we are going to have minimum 7,000 pounds
yes.
at Open Day?
Yes.
What are the plans for onions here in the future? Are we looking to plant onions all year round, or we are just planting here for Open Day?
Now we plant for this Open Day, and during the year we plant vegetable crops such as potatoes, watermelon, honeydew, pumpkin, all those other vegetable crops.
So at Potworks, in the first 3-4 months of the year we're dealing onions.
Yes.
After that we rotate to other crops, as
Yes.
you would have namely listed out some of those crops.
Yes.
How many workers do we have here?
I have about 8 right now.
So 8 workers are responsible for the harvesting of
Yes.
almost 20,000 pounds of onions.
Basically, yeah.
Kyron, thank you for that inside look as to how much land was planted in onions and how long we expect to have onions. Onions will be available for open day, minimum of 7,000 pounds at a remarkable $1 per pound. We hope to see you at open day 26th, on the 26th and 27th of March, beginning at 9:30 daily. Well, friends, that's it for this edition of On the Farm. Visited Cades Bay and Potworks Estate to see what is happening. And quite a bit is happening. Onion production, melon production, corn production. All will be ready for open day 26. On the 26th and 27th of March at the E.T. Willett Park. Be sure to come visit us as we celebrate under the theme stimulating entrepreneurship and gender diversity while combating climate change. Until next time, I am Ron Isles, and I'll see you on the farm.